Okay, I want to give you an update on a bill that's winding its way through the House of Commons that you probably haven't heard of. I haven't seen a lot of coverage of it, but it's on a topic that many of you actually have been writing into my office or talking about recently, and it's about artificial intelligence and what Canada is going to do about artificial intelligence. So this bill is before the House of Commons. It's called the Artificial and Digital Intelligence Act, or ADA. And it's not its own standalone bill. It's actually buried in a different bill called Bill C-27. So if you're hearing about this bill related to artificial intelligence, it's actually been smushed together, like kind of tacked on to a different bill. Now, many of you have written into my office over the last 6 months or so saying like, hey, I've been hearing a lot of weird things about AI and what it could possibly do, and some of the good, but also a lot of the harms. What is the government doing about this? Well, this bill it was up for debate in the House of Commons today, and I want you to know about it because it needs to be scrapped. It needs to go, and I want to tell you why. So the government tabled this bill in June of last year, and this is before ChatGPT was launched in December of 2022. And since then, you all know that the world has significantly changed. ChatGPT has changed the world. There's been a lot of changes. But this is what Justin Trudeau is doing with this bill and why it needs to be scrapped. And you need to share this video because I don't hear anybody talking about it. So the Artificial Digital Intelligence Act, what it proposes to do is take the whole concept of regulating AI, take it out of Parliament and the legislators' hands, put it behind closed doors, give that whole process to somebody else, some sort of regulators, and then come up with regulations like years from now. That's undemocratic. That shouldn't happen, number one. And number two, it can't happen given the fact that the world has changed. It's like this bananas bill, but we do need to, as Parliament, be talking about artificial intelligence and what our response is going to be to it. Now, you also know that Justin Trudeau has these censorship bills, C-18, C-11. We've been fighting those. And you all know that I have been writing these long form articles to explain to you exactly what's happening in the House of Commons. I have this full, because these bills are, they're censorship bills, and I have no idea, especially if C-11 passes the Senate this week, if you're still going to be able to hear from me. So I have this whole article written out on the Artificial Digital Intelligence Act, why Justin Trudeau, I think, is trying to pull it out of Parliament, pull it out of the public's view. The link is in the comment feed. Click on it, but most importantly, click subscribe so that I can contact you directly, get through artificial intelligence algorithms, Facebook algorithms, Google News bans, Justin Trudeau's C-18. So click on that link. It's in the comments, and click subscribe. But I want you to read through this because it goes through this bill that has received virtually no attention, and is probably one of the most important bills in front of the House of Commons right now because it actually prescribes how the government of Canada is going to address artificial intelligence technology. Now, with any technologies, there are positives and benefits, right? And it's incumbent upon government to make sure that there's an environment where government isn't so in the way that technology can't develop, but at the same time ensure that when there are things that are being deployed to humanity on a widespread basis, there's also protection from harm. And this bill does neither of those things. All it does, the bill's key focus is making sure that people like me don't have input into the process. Elected representatives who have accountability to the public should be the key drivers of facilitating a process and a conversation on what the government's approach to artificial intelligence should be, because it is so societally transformative, and because it has such big economic considerations and also social considerations. But instead, what Trudeau's doing with this artificial intelligence bill is he wants to just take it out of Parliament's hands. He doesn't want you to know about it. He wants all this to happen behind closed doors with government-appointed regulators, and then surprise, a few years later, regulations pop out that we really don't know what the final product is going to be. And that's going to chill business development. And it also, frankly, I want to have some input on what the impacts of artificial intelligence is on society. As an elected representative, I represent, about 120,000 or so persons in North Central Calgary. They actually pay my salary to have input on those issues, to educate myself on those issues and make sure that that's happening. And that's what I did today. I just gave a big speech in the House of Commons. I'm hoping that there's some nonpartisan agreement that that bill, that part of that bill that they're kind of hiding in there, that should be scrapped and that we should be going back to the drawing board, and that one of the key principles shouldn't be pulling this out of Parliament, right? So again, the link is in the comments in this to this article I wrote. I really, this is a topic I feel really passionately about. I don't think that there's enough conversation about it. And if you care about Canada's democracy, if you care about our economy, the future of our economy, and you also care about the future of safety, I really encourage you to read it. The link's in the comments. And I also ask you, given Justin Trudeau's censorship bills and how fast, things are changing, I don't know if you're going to be able to see videos like this in the future. And that's a sad state of affairs. But if you click subscribe on the link in the comment feed, you have my assurance that I will keep sending you these articles. They're free to subscribe to, and it comes directly to you, and we can cut out the middleman of artificial intelligence and Justin Trudeau's censorship. So have a read through that. After you read through it, come back and put your thoughts in the comments here. That article is also posted on Substack. When you click subscribe, you also have access to the Substack notes. Put some feedback under it there as well too, in the Substack note component. I want to hear what you think on this topic. I don't really have a partisan position on this yet, and I think that the public needs to have input on what we should be doing with artificial intelligence. We need to be listening. So come back, read it, click subscribe, and then put your comments on the feed in this video too. It'll help me have a better job. But at the very least, I want to make sure that the public understands that this bill is kind of being snuck through the House of Commons quietly. It's attached to another bill, and it seeks to take any discussion about and regulation about artificial intelligence out of the hands of Parliament and into the closed doors of Justin Trudeau's government. And on any topic, I don't know about that. Anyway, working hard for you in Ottawa. Share this video, click subscribe in the comment feed. Have a great day.